good, YouTube? It's your boy Hercules back with another video. Haven't did one of these type of videos in a while. We're gonna do a full workout video for y'all tonight. It is, let me see, hold on, 9:05. See my big head baby in there. 9 at night, super late night. In my world, super late, guys. I gotta be here at 6 a.m. for my first client. So, but me and Lexi here tonight. We're about to train some shoulders. So we had a busy day, so we had to train late. We're gonna feature Hercules in this video. Hey, love.
Hi.
That's a fine woman right
Stop.
there. Stop. Go ahead and get them views up now. Super late in the night, but I'm still gonna do some pre-workout. But we're only gonna do one scoop. I usually do 2 scoops to this. YOLO Dark Side. This is the breast cancer awareness version. Pink lemonade. Then I'm gonna try this pump complex. I can't find the label to it. We're gonna try this pump complex tonight because I want to test it out. If I like it, we're gonna do a full dose of that on Friday because we do have a commercial thing coming up. So stay tuned for that. Y'all know how we get down though. I'm gonna put the full workout in the description. I'm gonna throw some music over the top of the video because there's not much time tonight. I don't want to be up here to 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna do a voiceover, throw an instrumental in the background, and then you guys can just follow the workout that way. So, yep, I'll catch up with y'all when we get out on the gym floor. We're about to get our shoulders warmed up, warm up our rotator cuffs, make sure everything nice and ready to go. Pre-workout is in, kicked in, we feeling it. So, show y'all that warm up a little bit, and we're gonna get right into the workout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm going to start off with some internal and external shoulder rotations. I like to do these at the beginning of my shoulder days and at my chest days just to get that rotator cuff nice and warmed up. Definitely a muscle group in an area that you want to get some blood flow to before you do any heavy pressing or shoulder rotations. I just think that a lot of people overlook the importance of warming up, and that's how you get injured. You really want to make sure the joints are nice and warm. Like my track coach used to say, man, I know that's a different type of working out, but you want to have a little sweat going before you even start your exercise. So now that we're nice and warmed up, we're going to start with some dumbbell shoulder presses. As you can see here, I started off with a nice lightweight. We did a couple of sets with lightweight first, so these are actually warm-up sets before we jump into doing the actual working sets. I tell people all the time, I tell my clients, you want to do movement sets first, just to kind of familiarize the body, the nervous system, things like that to prep yourself before you get to adding heavy loads and everything like that. You don't want to just jump in and grab the 80 pounds and just get to throwing the weight around. I see that happen all the time. I literally watch people walk in the gym, throw their bag down and just pick up their the first weight that they're gonna use and start the first set right away. And I'm like, dude, you just looking to get injured at that point. Like, why even do that? So as you can see, guys, I'm going up heavy now. Going into my second or third set, I believe here, and we're gonna do the 80s. I'm at a leaner weight right here, so usually and normally I wouldn't be able to press these, for reps, but as you all know, with progressive overload and years of training, each time you cut, you should be stronger each time. That's a sign of gaining muscle. That's a sign of gaining strength. That's what we want to do. Don't underestimate Lexi, man. She's actually pretty strong. Got the 40s here. This is her last set, so I had to go ahead and spot her as this is probably close to her max. So what I had her do on this final set here, I had her get as many as she could by herself first. And we didn't get a recording of it, but right after she did as many of these as she could, I had her drop the weight and finish out with a drop set. So I did the same thing. This was the final set, so we did a drop set. I think I pressed the 90s. I believe I got about 6 to 8 of these here. I tell people all the time, there's pros and cons to having a workout partner. Obviously, a pro is that you got the ability to have somebody spot you, like Lexi here. I had her guide me by my elbows. All I needed to do was stabilize the weight and press, and then I did a drop set as well. Had to come out that hoodie and show y'all what we're working with. So this was actually my last week of cutting, guys. So I'm sitting at about 187 right here in this video, which this is the leanest I've ever been at this weight. Usually around 187. I'm still holding a lot of fat. Not a lot, but a good amount on the waist. And I still don't have lines in the shoulders. But this year, obviously boy did some work over that last bulk, because I'm sitting at 187 and you see the veins popping through the delts. You see the striations. You see separation. Looking good and looking forward to more progress. Second exercise, guys, we went ahead and did some Arnold presses. Make sure you're super careful with these. You don't want to go too heavy on the Arnold press, as you are including a rotation with a press. And whenever you're doing that, guys, the rotator cuff has to do some work. So you want to make sure you don't go super heavy and compromise that shoulder. Nice and controlled. Notice how she's not swinging the weight. You definitely want to control that on the way down. Bring those elbows in front of the body, tuck them, and come right back up into a regular shoulder press. A lot of people are not a fan of these because they say, you know, they have a high injury risk. But like I said, every workout in the gym has a high injury risk. It's just the fact that some people don't control the weight. They get reckless, get the swinging the weight around, and forget about form. And once you compromise form, anything can happen. On the final set of these, guys, we did another drop set. Grab you some heavier dumbbells, moderate weight, I guess I should say. Do about 10 to 12 reps. Once you do those, drop the weight about 50%. And do as many as you can, guys. Take it to failure. As you can see, I second guessed it before I started it. I regretted it instantly, but we still knocked it out. Got a good squeeze and a super good pump out of this exercise. As you can see, I had to show it off. Boy, looking good. Look at that separation. Hard work. Moving on, next exercise is the lateral raises. Now, as you can see here, I got Lexi slightly leaning forward a little bit. It's different for everybody. I have her leaning forward to keep it on her lateral delts, and it just makes it a little more challenging. As long as you keep those elbows high and you tilt the thumb down and pinkies up, as if you're pouring something out of a pitcher, or if you're pouring somebody a drink, you want to have your hands in that position. Thumbs down, pinkies up. That keeps up most of the tension on the lateral head of the deltoid. You see a lot of people do lateral raises and they'll use a lot of the front delts to do them. So definitely want to keep that pinky up high and pointed towards the ground. Same thing on these as well. You don't want to go super heavy. I think I only had the 15s in this video. I'm more focused on getting the squeeze and getting the pump, guys. But on an exercise like this, there's no need to grab 50, 60-pound dumbbells, swinging and jerking around. You're just gonna hurt yourself. And you're not gonna actually feel the work getting done on the deltoids. You wanna actually feel it. You need to grab a moderate weight to lightweight and do about 12 to 15 reps. Next exercise, we did the seated lateral raises. Now, if you don't have this machine, I would say to just do cable lateral raises and do one side at a time. I know not all gyms have this right here. Nice and controlled on there. Seeing that this isn't free weight, I do tell people you can go a lot heavier on this machine. because it's not free weight, you can actually just focus on that lateral raise portion of the movement. So I use this machine typically when I want to go heavier on the delts. Did 3 sets here, and then we did a drop set to failure after that. Next exercise, we did high to low face pulls. Now, some of you might go, well, why are you guys seated? I think I talked about this in another video before. It may have been on my Instagram, I'm not sure. But the reason to do face pulls seated is so that you can go heavier. And when I say heavier, I mean a lot heavier. If you do face pulls standing, you'll have the problem where if you try to go a lot heavier when you're standing up, it's a lot of core work and you'll have the resistance of the weight pulling your body forward. So you'll tend to be more off balance if you do them standing. If you want to go lighter, I would do them standing for higher reps. But if you're going to be going for a mass-based face pull where you want to go a little heavier and put a lot more resistance on them, I would definitely sit down so that you don't have to worry about keeping yourself from falling forward. Same form though. You want to keep the elbows high. Pull the cable right towards the forehead. Keeping those elbows high will keep the tension on the rear delts and keep you from accidentally doing a high to low row. We're not working lats on this, guys. We want to focus on the rear delts. As you can see, when I come back, I have a nice T shape. That's keeping the activation on those rear delts. Working those shoulders. You also get a lot of traps. You get some good trap activation when you do these as well. So just depends on how you squeeze and where you feel. Everybody's body is different. Moving on to reverse flies. If you guys paid attention through the whole workout, you'll see that the way I train shoulders, I kind of work my way around the entire deltoid. We started with some pressing movements for the front delt. Then we moved on to some lateral raises for the lateral delt. And then we moved on to some reverse flies and face pulls to hit that rear delt. Pretty much hitting all heads of the deltoid. You want to get that capped look. You want to hit each muscle group evenly. And I tell people all the time, whichever one is the weakest for you, start with that one. You don't necessarily have to go from front to rear delts. You can start in the rear delts and work your way around to the front. Nice strict form on these. Same concept as face pulls. You want to keep those elbows nice and high. Driving back with the elbows, squeezing the rear delts. Last but not the least, guys, we're going to finish up with some barbell shrugs to add on to those mountaintop traps. Now, these you do want to go heavy on. So the traps are a big muscle group. They require a high amount of stress to get them to grow. It's not something you want to just go and do 4 sets of 20 on, guys. You definitely want to load the bar up, put as much stress on those traps as possible, but only so much to where you can maintain form. Notice how I'm coming up, keeping those elbows, those arms straight, squeezing the traps at the top, slight pause at the top as well, guys. Squeeze, look at that, squeeze. Really taxing those traps, making them do their job. That extra squeeze at the top definitely makes a difference. Lexi was loading up the weight today. You guys notice she has on those straps. Now, I talked about this for sure in another video. You don't want to use the straps every single set. I definitely recommend you try to go without them as much as you can. But when you start to feel that grip slipping, there's no point in losing out on those gains that you can get if you can load up heavier. So me personally, I don't use the straps until I get up to about 225. So that's 2 plates each side. I'll do my shrugs up till I get to there. At that point, the forearms will start to fatigue. That means they got a good amount of work. So then I load up the bar with 3 plates and up. I can do up to 4 plates, guys, but like I said, without those straps, I would definitely lose grip. So make sure you guys try these out, man. That'll conclude the workout. Thank you guys for watching. Full workout will be in the description. We all finished up, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that video. Like I said before, we're gonna put the whole workout down in the description, so try that out. About to try this right here. Look at this. This is s'mores. Look, even got the little, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it got marshmallows in it. Bomb. I already tried it actually. Lex is about to try it for the first time. But I don't want to hold y'all too long. Like always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so y'all don't miss the upcoming content, because your boy is back. And we're going to keep the content coming. Anyways, I'll catch y'all at the next video. Hercules out.